GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening, Wildwood. I'm Jessica Hart. Sunny skies and light surf are set for our Jersey Shore beaches today, though Village Road remains closed due to erosion. Traffic's clear and the downtown Wildwood Farmers Market kicks off its 13th season. Over to you, Jake.
The Wildwood Crest Sand Sculpting Festival opened today, featuring over 50 intricate sand creations along the boardwalk, with artists from across the region displaying their work.
The festival runs through next Sunday, offering daily guided tour at 10 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m., plus interactive sculpting workshops for children.
Admission is free for all ages, though a limited parking pass costs $5, and live acoustic music will perform near the Central Pavilion throughout the afternoon.
Lots to get to, let's begin. Good evening, Wildwood. NJ101.5 says today's weather along New Jersey's shoreline will be bright and dry, with plenty of sunshine stretching from the Atlantic beaches to the inland bays. Temperatures are set to climb into the high 70s, while a gentle onshore breeze will keep humidity comfortable. Surfers can expect light rolling waves, roughly 2 to 3 feet at the main boardwalk spots, making conditions ideal for both beginners and seasoned riders. Lifeguard stations will be fully staffed, and the forecast calls for clear skies through the evening, perfect for sunset strolls along Wildwood's famous boardwalk. Visitors planning picnics, volleyball games, or a dip in the water can count on calm conditions, and local vendors should see steady crowds as families head out to enjoy the day. The tide is predicted to rise gently, reaching its highest point late afternoon, which will keep the surf manageable for swimmers.
Today, Lower Township officials announced a temporary closure of the Village Road beach area in Cape May County, citing ongoing erosion that threatens both public safety and the shoreline. The restriction limits beach access along the popular stretch of Village Road, while engineers conduct assessments and consider mitigation measures. Officials emphasize that the decision is precautionary, aiming to prevent accidents and further environmental damage. The closure will remain in effect until authorities determine that conditions are stable enough to safely reopen the site. Residents and visitors are advised to use alternate coastal access points in the vicinity. The township will provide updates as the evaluation progresses, and signage has been installed to inform the public of the current restrictions. The action aligns with a regional program to monitor shoreline stability, and town officials will work with state environmental agencies to evaluate long-term solutions.
Thunderstorms are set to roll through Philadelphia and nearby areas this afternoon, according to the NBC Philadelphia weather team. Heavy rain and gusty winds are expected to develop after midday, with temperatures hovering in the low 80s. The storm will move eastward overnight, clearing the region by early Saturday. A mix of sunshine and noticeably lower humidity will dominate Saturday, keeping temperatures comfortable in the low 80s as well. Sunday should remain dry, with a high still in the low 80s and modest humidity, offering a pleasant end to the weekend. Drivers should watch for slick patches on roadways that received brief heavy rain yesterday. Residents are advised to secure outdoor items and consider adjusting travel plans for the afternoon downpour. Those planning weekend outings can look forward to clearer skies and drier weather beginning Saturday, making it a better time for outdoor activities.
An Avalon single-family residence closed at $4.68 million, the highest price in Cape May County for the week of June 29 through July 5. The sale led the 10 most expensive transactions recorded that week, surpassing the next highest offers. Analysts said the figure reflects a robust market, with buyers still seeking ocean-front homes despite broader economic headwinds. The property, located in Avalon's coastal enclave, features 4 bedrooms, a private dock, and panoramic bay views. Local brokers noted comparable homes have recently sold at similar levels, underscoring continued demand for premium housing in the region. The buyer's identity was not released, but the transaction adds to a string of multi-million sales that have kept the county's luxury segment vibrant throughout the summer. Industry watchers expect the trend to persist as seasonal demand peaks later this year.
Police are urging anyone who may have seen a 35-year-old man last spotted near the Wildwood bus terminal in late June to come forward. Hamilton Township Police Department, led by Detective Timothy Kelleher Jr., says the man has been missing for almost 2 weeks and the search remains active. Authorities note the individual was last observed walking toward the terminal area and has not been located since. Officers are combing nearby streets, parks, and waterways and are asking residents to keep an eye out for any clues. The investigation continues as officials work to determine his whereabouts. K-9 teams and a helicopter have been deployed to widen the search area. Community members who notice anything unusual around the terminal or surrounding neighborhoods are asked to remain vigilant as the police pursue all leads. Later, we'll head to the Wildwood Crest Sand Sculpting Festival opening, plus a look at tomorrow's sunny surf forecast. Stay tuned, we will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches, no middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Welcome back, folks. I hope you had a quick break. Let's dive into our local stories with Jake Callahan today.
Wildwood Crest Beach comes alive this morning as the annual Sand Sculpting Festival swings open its gates. Organizers have set up a mile-long stretch of sand where artists from across the region are carving intricate castles, sea creatures, and towering figures. Visitors can wander the displays, watch live music echo from the boardwalk, and cheer on competitors in the timed sculpt-off that runs through the weekend. Prizes include ribbons for most realistic design, best use of color, and crowd favorite, giving participants a chance to showcase their craft. Local vendors are serving cool drinks and snacks, making it easy for families to spend a full day by the water. The event aims to celebrate creativity while drawing beachgoers to the boardwalk, boosting the summer vibe for residents and tourists alike.
The NJ State Barbecue Championship and Anglesea Blues Festival kicks off today, launching a 3-day celebration of smoky flavors and soulful music right here in Wildwood. Over the next 2 days, seasoned grill masters will vie for top honors in a series of pit competitions, while blues bands take the stage at the Boardwalk Pavilion, offering live sets that echo from sunrise to sunset. Family-friendly activities from cooking demos to craft stalls are scattered throughout the waterfront promenade, giving parents and kids plenty of options between bites and beats. Organizers say the event draws visitors from across the region, boosting local restaurants and hotels as crowds gather to enjoy the scent of ribs and the sound of guitars. With the sun high and the crowd lively, the festival promises a weekend of flavor and rhythm for anyone strolling the shore.
Today's final round of the Dance Explosion National Finals is underway at the Wildwood Convention Center, wrapping up a week of high-energy performances that have drawn crews from across the country. Judges are moving from stage to stage, evaluating everything from precision choreography to freestyle bursts, while audiences fill the hall with cheers. Local businesses report a surge in foot traffic as fans and families flock to nearby restaurants and shops between sets. The competition, now in its 9th year, offers a platform for emerging talent and puts Wildwood in the spotlight as a host for major cultural events. Winners will be announced this evening, capping a weekend that has turned the town into a hub of rhythm and excitement for residents and visitors alike. High school dance teams from the area also performed, inspiring younger fans watching from the balcony.
Now let's check tonight's outlook and see what the forecast holds for our coastal community.
A stubborn jet stream from the southwest locks in heat, while a steady ridge keeps storms at bay. On this date, the town once burned to 97 degrees in 2020, a late June heat surge that shattered the previous record by 3 degrees. The icy counterpart fell to 54 degrees in 2016, a rare early summer dip that followed a sudden Arctic surge. Normal highs hover around 83 degrees and lows near 70, so today's temperature sits well above the long-term average but far from the all-time scorch. Those extremes remind us how a fickle ridge can swing from blistering to biting in a single season. The live radar paints a thin band of drizzle hugging the western counties, edging eastward across the lake plain. At 6 p.m., the echoes are strongest just west of the city, then march east with the mid-level flow. By 7 p.m., the precipitation should dissolve, leaving clear skies as the jet stream continues to sweep the moisture downstream. With the echo pattern fading, I turn to tonight's outlook. Right now the air feels hot, 86 degrees with a heat index pushing 91, and humidity sits at 55%. A gentle west wind at 8 miles per hour, gusting to 15, stirs the surface. Pressure is holding steady, neither rising nor falling, while the jet stream overhead streams at 58 miles per hour from the southwest, reinforcing the warm ridge. The brief drizzle expected at 7 p.m. will be short-lived, clearing before the night deepens. UV index is 8, wind will remain below 16 miles per hour, and there are no active weather alerts. Saturday will see a high near 90 degrees and a low around 70, with overcast skies that trap the daytime warmth. Sunday drops to a high of 79 and a low of 68, lingering clouds keeping the temperature modest. Monday mirrors Sunday, high 79, low 72, overcast again as the ridge persists. Tuesday brings a welcome break, clear skies, high 81 and low 72, allowing radiational cooling after sunset. Wednesday caps the stretch with a clear high of 90 and low 73. A final burst of summer heat before the weekend cools. And that's your weather. Remember, the local sunset is also available as a podcast. Listen anytime on Amazon Music or wherever you get your podcasts.
Traffic smooth, Downtown Farmers Market celebrates its 13th season, and we'll hear Kyle Schwarber's home run derby entry. Stay with us. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
The biggest story right now is that all major routes are moving smoothly. U.S. Highway 1, Route 34 Main Street and Ocean Avenue are clear, with travel times holding steady at about 10 minutes. There are no accidents or construction holding up traffic, and the commuter lanes on the expressway are empty. Over the next hour, keep an eye on the downtown corridor as schools release and beach traffic starts to rise. Expect a light buildup on the boardwalk stretch and the southern approach to the pier, where drivers may add a few minutes. Transit remains on schedule. The trolley line and the local buses are running without delay. So for now, enjoy the open roads, but stay alert for a modest increase in volume as the afternoon crowd heads toward the shoreline. If you're heading toward the harbor, allow an extra 5 minutes on the southbound expressway. The clear skies should keep conditions favorable, and visibility remains excellent.
Looks like a quiet day on the calendar, but stay tuned to the local sunset for updates as new events roll in. And now here's Luke with sports.
Here's your quick look at Philadelphia baseball and hockey news. Phillies confirmed on Friday that Kyle Schwarber, the league's home run leader and sole player with over 30 homers, will compete in the 2026 Home Run Derby in Philadelphia, marking his second straight appearance before the All-Star break. Phillies backup catcher Garrett Stubbs, who splits duties with JT Realmuto, discussed ongoing collective bargaining negotiations on Friday, emphasizing the importance of player representation and the impact on preseason preparations. He noted that dialogue remains constructive and that any agreement will shape roster flexibility for the upcoming season. The Major League Baseball draft will be hosted in Center City, Philadelphia this year, according to the league's schedule released on Friday. Local fans can expect the Phillies' selections to be highlighted during the event, with details on timing to follow from the organization. Zach Wheeler missed the All-Star roster this season, prompting discussion of historic Phillies snubs. Analysts are revisiting past omissions, highlighting players who performed at elite levels yet were overlooked, sparking debate among fans about the criteria used for selection. Swedish forward Leo Carlsson will remain with the Anaheim Ducks after the club matched the Philadelphia Flyers' 5-year, $18 million offer sheet on Thursday. The decision ends a week of speculation, and Carlsson addressed the situation during a Thursday media availability. Phillies right-hander Jesus Luzardo delivered an all-star caliber performance in Cincinnati, helping Philadelphia secure the series win over the Reds, according to the game recap released on Friday. His command and strikeout ability stifled the Reds' offense, and the victory puts the Phillies ahead in the 3-game set.
Downtown Wildwood Farmers Market in the heart of downtown Wildwood opens its 13th season Saturday, May 23, 2026. Vendors line the cobblestones with crisp apples, heirloom tomatoes, handmade soaps, and woven baskets, turning the square into a showcase of local farms and artisans. This year the market adds a pop-up coffee bar, a kids' garden corner, and local musicians will fill the air with acoustic tunes while a slice of each vendor's sales supports the Downtown Youth Garden program. For longtime shoppers, the market isn't just a place to buy produce, it's the weekly pulse that stitches our community together, a reminder that fresh food and friendly faces are Wildwood's backbone. That shared spirit keeps our neighborhood thriving. And later we'll celebrate the Downtown Wildwood Farmers Market's 13th season, highlighting local growers and community spirit. Stay tuned for that feel-good story.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches, no middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
On the sun-kissed stretch of the Wildwoods boardwalk, families, cyclists, and the familiar hum of the historic tram cars gathered this morning as the town unveiled 3 sleek electric Volvo shuttles. City officials, boardwalk merchants, and longtime boardwalk fans stood side by side, watching the glossy white vehicles glide silently onto the wooden promenade. The Volvos, each painted a soft seafoam green, are equipped with large panoramic windows that frame the Atlantic's sparkling horizon, and a subtle humming sound that blends with the distant crash of waves. One local vendor, Maria Alvarez, who has run her ice cream cart on the boardwalk for 27 summers, said the new rides feel like a breath of fresh sea air, promising cleaner summers for the next generation. As the first electric shuttle slipped past the vintage tram, a crowd of children clapped, their faces lit by the golden glow of sunrise and the boardwalk's iconic neon signs reflected off the polished panels. The moment captured a quiet optimism, preserving beloved tradition while steering the community toward a greener future. And that promise, felt in every smile, reminds us why Wildwoods feels like home.
At the heart of the boardwalk's bustling promenade, the Wildwoods Convention Center hums with anticipation as the National Marbles Tournament rolls back into town for its 103rd year. Players of every age, seasoned champions from neighboring towns, eager teenagers clutching their polished glass spheres, and grandparents who have watched the game evolve, file into the bright hall, their steps echoing against the polished wooden tables. A single marble skitters across the smooth surface, its tiny clack reverberating like a seashore percussion, while a salty breeze slips through the open doors, carrying the scent of boardwalk fries and ocean spray. In the front row, 8-year-old Maya, her fingers trembling with excitement, watches the final round, her grandfather's hand steady on her shoulder. When Maya's marble lands perfectly in the center pocket, the room erupts in cheers, and the old wooden scoreboard flashes her name. In that instant, a century-old tradition feels fresh again, binding generations with the simple joy of a game. It's moments like these that remind us why community matters.
Thank you, Wildwood, for joining us this evening. I'm Jessica Hart. It was a pleasure to see the Sand Sculpting Festival open today, a true showcase of our community's creativity. Stay tuned tomorrow for more local news and weather updates. Have a wonderful night and see you then.